guys, welcome back to Jay's Kitchen. If you're new to my YouTube channel Hummingbird Mama, please, if you like my video, do consider subscribing to it. So let's get to work. Today I'm going to be making Sambhar. Sambhar is actually also called as dal curry. It's a South Indian dish that's super yummy. So I'm actually going to be making it as ghee sambar. So not much difference. I'm just going to be adding in some ghee. So there's a lot of difference when you add in even a little bit of ghee to your curries. So this sambar is super tasty when you add in ghee. I usually don't add in all the time, but occasionally I like a little bit of taste and kick in my cooking. So I'm going to be adding in ghee to my sambar today. So let's see what are the ingredients we need to make this ghee sambar. So obviously we need some ghee. So for my cooking, I always try to use a little bit of expensive type of ghee because it's really good and it's really tasty. So we have our ghee, and we have like a little bit of curry leaves, and then dried chili, lentils, and also some mixed spices. So this mixed spices would consist of urad dal, fenugreek, cumin, mustard seed. So I always keep a little bit of the mixed spices. And then we have our garlic, turmeric, a little bit of salt, and of course I have my tomatoes, onions, asafoetida powder, 2 medium-sized potatoes, and 1 carrot. So let me gather the ingredients and then we can start cooking. So I've prepared my ingredients here. I have about half cup of mixed lentils. If you feel that you want a thicker curry, you can always put in 1 cup. Or you want to make more, you just have to add into another 1 more cup, and then you can add in a bit extra water. Like for me, half a cup is just good, pretty nice, for a small family of 3. So that's half cup of mixed lentils, and I always like to use mixed lentils because I feel it's a little bit much more tastier. So I'm using tur dal and masoor dal, if I'm not mistaken. So red lentils and tur dal. So that's my dal, and then I have a handful of curry leaves, a little bit of a couple dried chilies, and my 1 onion, 1 tomato, and my asafoetida powder. And I have here some garlic which I've peeled and halved, which I'm going to add in with the dal when I'm cooking it, and also my carrots and my potatoes that I've cubed and soaking in water. So firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to cook the dal in a pressure cooker. So I have my pressure cooker here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my dal a couple of times before I add in the ingredients. So we're going to wash this and then rinse it a couple times and then add in the other ingredients. So I've actually washed my dal, rinsed it about a few times. So I'm going to be adding in water. So the measurement for my dal would be, I use this cup, half a cup, to put in the dal. So I'm going to add in water 3 times. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3. So once we add in that, we're going to add in our garlic, and then we're going to add in a little bit of turmeric powder, a little bit, and then of course a little bit of salt. And then we're going to give it a nice mix. Make sure everything is mixed around. Okay, now we can take this pan to be pressure cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this tightly. Make sure you're careful when you're using a pressure cooker. Okay, once it's tight, and then we're going to put it on the stove. And I'm going to put it on low because I want it to actually cook slowly. So while the pressure cooker is cooking up my dal, I'm going to start with the sambar. So my pan is heating up, and then I'm going to be adding in about 3 tablespoons of ghee. It's a little bit hard. Okay. So I'm going to be adding in about 3 tablespoons of ghee. Okay. And we're going to let the ghee heat up a little bit before we start putting in our ingredients. So I'm going to be adding in our mixed spices. 1 spoon of mixed spices. And then I'm going to be adding in dried chili, a bit of asafoetida, and then of course my curry leaf, which is going to splatter. So we're going to give it a mix for about a minute or so. So I'm going to add in my onions after adding in everything else. So we're going to saute the onions for about a couple minutes so it turns a little bit translucent before adding in the vegetables. About a minute or so. Then I'm going to be adding in my tomatoes. And I like my tomatoes to turn mushy, so I'm going to cook a little bit, like probably another 1 minute, and then I'm going to add in my vegetables. So after sauteing a little bit, we're going to add in our potatoes and carrots. Make sure you got all of them inside. Give it a nice mix. So at this point, I'm going to be adding in some water. So I don't want to add a lot, so I'm going to be adding just enough to cover the vegetables so it will cook. So something like this. So we don't want to add it too much. And then a little bit more. And then we'll just allow this to boil till the potatoes and the carrot cook. So if you feel your water is draining out, you can always add in more water. But always try to add in little by little so you don't actually have too much of water. Okay, so now we're going to wait till the potatoes are cooked. So the potatoes have been cooking for a little bit and the water has evaporated. So we're going to check and see if the potatoes are cooked. Okay, so yeah, so the potatoes are cooked. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check on my lentils, and I'm going to pour the lentils in this mixture here. So my lentils are cooked. So at this point I'm going to add them into my curry. So probably soft and mashed. So I always like my dal to be like this. I know some of you might like the dal to be in full, but of course for me it's totally different. So we're going to make sure we get all the dal into the... So I've got all my dal into the curry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a nice mix. Got it here, and then we're going to add in some water, probably about half cup of water, because as you can see the dal has made my curry thick. So I'm going to add in half cup of water. I'm going to allow the curry to boil a little bit more before we switch it off. So allow it to come to a boil once more, and then we're done. So we're going to season it with salt, something that I forgot to do. So season with salt a little bit. It's okay if you put in less salt because you can always add it in later. So once you're done with the salt, we're going to allow it to boil for another probably 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, as we know, the potatoes and the carrots are cooked, so we're just going to allow it to boil for another 2 minutes. So our dal has been boiling for about 2 minutes, and the smell of the ghee is so yummy. So it's done, and we can switch off the heat. So this is my end result of my ghee sambar. Looks very yummy, and it's very tasty. The smell of the ghee, actually you can feel it. So please try this and let me know how it turned out for you. And like I always mentioned in my previous videos, it's always up to you how much of the measurement that you like to put in. So try it and drop me a comment. Thank you so much for watching my video on how I made ghee sambar. So if you liked it, please give me a like on my video. Please drop me a comment. And if you're new on my YouTube channel, Hummingbird Mama, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hummingbird Mama, by clicking the subscribe button that's below this video. And don't forget the notification bell so you'll always receive an email notification whenever that a new video is uploaded on my YouTube channel. So don't forget to share among your friends and share on your social media so that you all can see and share my recipe. So till I see you in my next video, do take care and have a pleasant day.